What are you doing, Judy?
I'm trying to see if I can contact Pharaoh again. If Zauda is connected to the ancient catastrophe, Pharaoh might know something about it.
Isn't he gonna ask about Estelle?
I'll tell him it looks like everything will be okay.
All right, thanks.
You know, the only real goal I've had in life has been to destroy the Hermes Blastia. I didn't have to think about other things while I was doing that.
Other things?
Oh, this world. Me. Lots of things. Had I never met Estelle, I might still be flying around with Baul, not thinking of anything.
Pharaoh said you'd change too.
Don't get me wrong. I'm telling him Estelle will be all right because I really believe it. I have no intention of ignoring the Blastia or the air.
Is that part of the lots of things you mentioned? Sorry, forget I said that.
I won't kill Estelle. Nor will I let her be killed. I also can't let Alexei go on.
Okay. We head out tomorrow morning. Just get back by then.
Understood.
Judy. Let's win this one.
Okay.
What's up, Carol?
Oh, Yuri! Take a look! It's as good as new!
Good to see you're as useful as ever. That's not yours, though, is it?
It's mine.
Thanks.
This boy's been fixing up all the stuff that got knocked around in that commotion. He even went back to the lower quarter to pick all these things up.
Actually, Rapide found most of it.
These are my favorite shoes, and you can't hardly see where they got torn. This guy's awesome.
He sewed up a dress that was very important to me. Thanks again for that.
Are you sure about doing this, Carol? Tomorrow's the final battle.
It's okay. I was actually a little worried. I couldn't really sleep anyway when I started thinking about the battle tomorrow. I just thought I might as well help out if there was anything I could do. I didn't think Rapide would want to come help, though. I was a little surprised.
He probably guessed what you were thinking. He doesn't just go along with anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, don't push your luck.
Ah, come on, Rapide.
Oh, this boy's got a bright future ahead of him.
You are looking at the esteemed boss of our guild.
You might learn a thing or two from him yourself, you know.
I walked right into that one.
Memories support the heart, and our dearest possessions are the vessels for those memories. Thank you, young man.
I'll just do a little more, and then I'll call it a night.
Okay, just don't overdo it.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing wandering around?
I'm making sure you guys aren't causing any trouble.
I see. You're wandering around so you can cause some trouble.
No, I said... never mind.
I'm so glad that Estelle's back, and that we didn't have to kill her.
Yeah, I feel the same.
If we hadn't been able to bring her back, would you really have killed her?
Why do you ask?
Because...
I don't know, is what I'd like to say. But if Estelle hadn't heard my voice when she did, I probably would have killed her.
How can you go to such lengths knowing it's going to hurt you?
Estelle's my friend, and I can't let a stranger take care of my friend's problem. Besides, I'm not the one who it hurts the most.
A friend's problem. Yuri, you're really strong.
Strong, huh? I don't know about that. But what about you? Did you forget your search for the Maristella?
Right now, I'm focusing on beating the bad guys. Besides, I haven't forgotten. If anything, I've got a great memory.
A great memory, huh? What's wrong?
Yuri, I'll never forgive Alexei. Sacrificing someone for his own desires, I could never forgive that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's why, we can't let Alexei get away with what he's done.
No, he can't.
Oh, right, Yuri. Guess what? The Maritime Guild, Gulsong, is rushing to fix our ship.
Gulsong? Isn't that Tokunaga's guild?
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
Alright, then we'll use that to take Alexei down.
Of course! So, Yuri?
Patty,
Huh?
if you're having difficulty saying it, there's no need to force yourself. I'll listen when you're ready to talk, so go get some sleep. Good night.
This will bring the value back down, so the discrepancy with this should... Nope, it's nowhere near enough.
Yuri!
What are you all doing out here?
Shut up and leave me alone! Oh, it's you.
Nice to see you too. So what kind of experiment is this anyway? Is something wrong?
No, it's being kept well under control, and it's stable. As annoying as it is to admit, Dane Nomos and this system of Alexei's are both pretty amazing.
So then where's the problem?
The effective area of control is more limited than I thought. The control barrier originates at the barrier Blastia. She's stable inside it, but she can't leave. I guess Dane Nomos alone couldn't take the place of all those Apatheia.
So long trips are out of the question.
Also, the barrier Blastia is part of the system. As long as it's in use, this city is defenseless. That's why I'm out here trying to figure out a way for her to move around freely.
Why can't Estelle just take Deinomos with her wherever she goes?
It was really only designed to contain air that's gone out of control. I don't think it could actually affect Estelle in any way.
I guess that's how it was with Duke, too.
Don't worry, I'll come up with something. Or my name isn't Rita Mordio. I won't let Estelle wind up trapped like that again. Nobody treats my friend like just some thing.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Nothing to worry about. You've got the best genius under the sun with you.
Yes, I know Rita can help me.
I'll have this ready by tomorrow. You get yourself to bed.
Okay. Don't push yourself too hard. Same to you, Estelle. He's actually sleeping. Man, I can't tell if he's brave or just stupid.
Weren't you gonna have a touching reunion with your bestest pal?
No, it's that lieutenant of his. She's scary.
Oh, well, I guess I can see that.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just, she's so serious. Gotta be careful not to rub her the wrong way.
I'm not rubbing anything any way.
Well, you most certainly can't please all the people all the time.
I guess you're right. So what are you doing here?
Oh, just thinking about stuff. With all we've been through, I guess I'm just trying to figure out what I should do with myself. But I keep coming up empty. Change wears me out.
You chose your own life. At this point, you should be able to do anything you want.
How do I put it? I already died once. Now I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff. But I guess thinking about settling things with Alexei is enough for now. The rest will probably come out in the wash.
Sounds okay to me.
Speaking of settling things, I filled Estelle in on all the stuff that happened. Guess what she did? She said I had to let her do the same thing everyone else did. So she smacked me on the head. Called it even.
That's Estelle.
It kind of hurt, actually. Well, I think I'm gonna catch my shut-eye in here.
Suit yourself. Try not to oversleep for once, though.
Ready to call it a day?
You coming too, Rapide? Tomorrow, we fight. Hope everybody can get some sleep.
Going already? It looks like things here won't be settled for a while. I had hopes that we'd have the guild ships at our disposal.
I heard they've been having some issues.
It seems they've been unable to decide on a course of action since the Dawn's passing. It looks like I'll be one step behind you again this time.
No hard feelings, no matter which of us gets to Alexei first, right? Oh yeah. Are you done trying to get Estelle back? I mean, she's still a princess. And what about all that stuff with the Imperial succession?
The Council has chosen Yoder as their leader. For all intents and purposes, he's got their nomination for the throne.
Okay. So that's why you don't need to chase her around anymore?
That's not it. It's just that I've finally come to terms with the choices she's made for herself.
Wow, you sure loosened up.
Don't give me a hard time. It's something I've had to struggle with in my own way.
Well, she'd be happy to hear it.
I'll bring the problems of the air and the Blastia to His Highness's attention. He'll be able to come up with some way of helping, I'm sure. As for Lady Estellise, Yuri, you have my confidence.
I appreciate it. Sorry for being such a pain. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you at Zaude.
As far as anyone is concerned, the capital was retaken because of my efforts. It isn't just with this, though. No one even knows the things that brave Vesperia's done. They don't even try to learn the truth. Are you really okay with that?
Morning, Yuri.
Yuri, you're such a sleepyhead.
Looks like I overslept a little. My hair is a mess.
Is that all you're worried about?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with Pharaoh?
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that must be left undisturbed by both Interlakeia and humans.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, oh, thanks for telling us, and not go. Alexei's at Zaude, and I'm really not in a mood to just let him go.
We can't just turn back now.
You're right. Pharaoh will have to understand.
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore him, the whole world's gonna be in all kinds of trouble.
That's the spirit. Now we just need Estelle. Rita, did you see her?
Estelle won't be coming. She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success. but she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from activating.
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes, so I tried the same thing as Raven.
Using her own life energy for power.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't recommend that.
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had to exert herself.
Oh no!
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Estelle!
Hey! You're just here to see us off.
Rita, I'm sorry. Please take me with you.
What did I tell you? You lose your life just by using your arts. You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you told me. At first I thought, finally, I'll be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. You can rest now.
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Even the fate of this world is at stake. Knowing that, my only choice is to fight alongside you.
Estelle.
There are still things I can do for my friends. So I'm asking you, please, take me with you.
I want to tell you no, but you decided this for yourself. I won't turn you down.
Yes, and she doesn't really listen when she sets her mind to something.
Well, let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends run off to steal all the fun.
Yeah, we'll all help out to make this easy on her.
We're gonna blow that scoundrel away!
Promise me one thing. You will never, never push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll never forgive you if you break that promise.
All right.
Trying to forbid this bunch from pushing themselves is pretty pointless.
Thank goodness. It looks like I made it in time.
Huh? Prince Yoder and Flynn, too?
My, what an honor for His Highness to see us off himself.
There you go again with that attitude of yours.
You may have already heard, but the supply of ships has been delayed, so that under normal circumstances, the Knights should be the ones taking the initiative here. But you civilians have shouldered it. As head of the Empire, I must apologize.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're doing this for the Knights or for the Empire anyway.
This may be a bit presumptuous, but I would like to ask that you take Flynn in their place.
Huh?
Your Highness?
At this moment, both in name and in substance, Flynn is the greatest knight in the Empire. I am sure that he will be of great use to you.
But I must command the knights.
As soon as the knights are ready, I will send them after you. You should be able to entrust your men with that much. Besides, are you not the one who desires most to settle things personally with Alexei?
Your Highness.
I, Eoder Argrios Hirasain, hereby command you on behalf of the Empire, Imperial Knight Flynn Shifo. Join forces with the Guild, brave Vesperia, and stop Alexei.
Yes, sir. You heard His Highness. I'll be counting on you, Yuri.
Even if I refused, you'd still come along, wouldn't you?
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zauda.
That's already been handled, right, Judy?
Yes, of course. We still have that important friend of ours.
Baul, is he okay?
I told you, he's strong.
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle. I didn't know you could fight like that.
Yeah, neither did I, actually. That was my first time.
Really? You sure put on a good show.
I thought it might be better to go all out, you know? Baul agrees.
I'm sure he does. We're counting on you, Judith.
And I'm counting on you.
So now we've got the gang back together.
I'm so glad to be with you all again.
Same here.
Likewise.
You must take care not to strain yourself.
Remember, there's a limit to what we can do.
You know, one step at a time.
Huh? What's up?
I think Rapide just welcomed me back.
No, Rapide's already off over there.
Should have seen that coming.
Flickering blaze, burn!
How about this?
I'm so gonna make you hurt! Ready? Splash! Ready?
I'm gonna try and keep up. How do you feel?
Retreat!
Advance form!
Cerebral form!
You're dead in the water. Put some spirit into it.
What are you up to?
Well, you know how Patty switches up her fighting style in the middle of battle?
We thought we might be able to do the same thing, so we asked for a lesson.
I don't think that's something that can be taught. You have to be born with a style that unique.
No, Yuri. You start practicing with the others. You can never know until you at least try.
I'm not so sure.
Nonsense! Keep a positive mental attitude.
You could be right. Here goes. Critical form!
Haha! Victory is mine!
We lost! Yuri, this is all your fault!
Choosing critical like that? I thought you played it cooler than that.
Carol and Raven, you owe me your gels for a while. Yuri, you get a thank you kiss.
You were betting on me?
We'll destroy them in no time. Now, is this the best you can do? Help me out here. Resurrection! Merciless conflagration! Burn the very souls of my enemies! That didn't work? Is that the best you can do?
Don't be a thing.
Sorry.
Not done yet!
How's this? Wasted! Are you okay? Sorry to trouble you. A disturbing power now unleashed. Meet them judgment upon the evil before me. You're done. Arise and multiply. Healing circle. O caprice of innocent waters. The sign of victory.
Flynn, aren't you tired from all that fighting?
It's far from enough to wear me out.
Is it just me, or does combat seem to invigorate him? Like a couple other people I could name.
Who?
Who indeed?
I didn't get as many chances to fight at the front after I rose to captain. This is an opportunity to keep myself in fighting form.
Whatever excuse you come up with, you're still a fighting maniac.
I've never been called a fighting maniac before.
And here I was thinking Flynn was normal.
She doesn't think we're normal.
Shocking, right?
What sort of person did you believe me to be, Rita?
Huh? Why ask now?
I mean, I never would have thought you'd think one of Yuri's friends was normal.
Yeah, you really are Yuri's type.
I'm right here, both of you.
This'll make good practice.
Let's just get it over with.
Is that the best you can do? Luna Crush! Luna Release! Luna Beam!
Big stars! Hey, see what I did there?
Is that the best you can do?
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut him down. Quick play!
Swift and certain. I've unlocked new strength.
looks easy.
I guess I'll go easy on them.
Din of this lost land! Moonbeam! Disturbing the shadow unleashed! Make judgment upon the evil before me! Moonbeam!
Oh, divine spirit!
Moonlight blast!
Piercing souls! They're...
It looks like Baol is back to his old self.
There's plenty of air for him to absorb. He seems to have used it to heal his wounds.
For all the trouble Alexei's caused, he's helping us out in some unexpected ways.
That's not gonna get him off the hook, though.
He can go wherever he likes. With Baul to help us, there's no place we can't follow.
This looks easy.
Don't get careless. That was so easy.
When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zauda, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
We will not go easy on you. We shouldn't let this go to our heads.
Follow me! Now we'll have some fun! Lunar Rock, prepare!
Goodbye.
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
We should really enjoy these little times together. Hey, help me out when I'm casting!
All right, I'm on it.
Is that the best you can do? Sharpened rage. Work through that. It blocks our future. Oh, mad and greedy waters rise up and storm the very heavens. You're done.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Raven?
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwan obey Alexei's orders? Is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwan would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwan. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwan that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a Blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwan did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
Fine training.
I guess I'll go easy on them. Just Is that the best you can do?
run into another pile of trouble when the knights catch up and you're with us, I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Aspia.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.
We can do this! No one can stop brave Vesperia!
Disturbing power now in the divine sphere. Holy dance. You're finished. Try soul shine. Sacrifice thy body to crush my enemies. Come, silver light. We're not done yet. Settle in this modest land. Stop your Oh, boy, it dwells great creatures.
Good work. Yeah, get some rest. You did well.
Who are you talking to, Carol? Ah! Don't startle me like that!
I'm sorry. Did you hear that just now?
Yeah, we heard it.
You talk to your sword?
It cuts better when I do that. Actually, we just won this battle because I gave my sword lots of encouragement before.
Really?
Whatever floats your boat.
Well, that was unexpected.
What?
Nothing. Thank you for all the work you do. We can't wait to see how well you perform next time.
It must be tough having such an unreliable owner. You're the only one we can count on.
Good luck next time.
Wow, thanks, guys! I'll bet my attack power will double in the next battle.
Don't get carried away!
Seems Yoda understands your feelings, Flynn.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince, I thought he was just a softie, but he's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far, but if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
We'd all be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intentions. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoda.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Then let's go.
Greetings, Elder. What were you grumbling about?
Oh, you've returned. Look what I found when I was cleaning my dresser.
You had a sword in your dresser?
Hey, but this is...
This isn't just any old sword. It looks like you...
Yeah.
No kidding. Not so much the shape, but the vibe it's given off.
Just what kind of sword is this?
I was hoping you would ask. If memory serves, It is one of the 7 fell arms of legend.
You mean the weapon spawned by the 14-headed monster from the fairy tales?
I don't know how the story is told below, but here the legend is as follows. At the height of the ancient Blastia civilization, an attempt was made to produce special weapons. Eventually, this led to the creation of armaments of untold power.
So these weapons are a legacy of the ancients. Well, De Nomos is real. Maybe this story is too.
Is De Nomos one of these fell arms then?
I'd say it's possible if what the Elder said is true.
But if this really is one of the fell arms, why was it in your dresser, Elder?
I can't remember for the life of me. It's been decades since I've cleaned this thing out.
You haven't cleaned out your dresser in decades? I don't know what to say.
If these weapons are really as powerful as they sound, it might be a good idea for us to get a hold of them before they fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, there've been quite a few sets of wrong hands out there lately, too.
Might we take this with us, Elder?
Huh? Oh, fine by me.
You're giving it to us just like that?
To tell the truth, I'm glad it turned up, but I've been wondering what I'd do with it. I've got no real use for it. Besides, it would be a shame to just leave something like this lying around. I figure you are just the ones to put it to proper use.
Do you know anything about the other fell arms?
Let me see here. According to the legend, the 7 weapons share a common bond. If this is truly one of the fell arms, it may react if brought near the others.
But De Nomos hasn't reacted at all.
Then perhaps it isn't a fell arm after all.
Then how are we supposed to find them?
Well, there's no point thinking it to death. So long as we have one of them, the bad guys won't be able to get them all, right? Maybe that's good enough.
I agree.
All right then, Elder. We'll take it off your hands. Thanks.
on the enemy in front. This puts us at a disadvantage. Oh man, greedy waters, rise up and storm the very heavens!
Alright, here we go.
Yay!
So that's Zaude. It's huge.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
There's no way Alexei could fit that on his finger.
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen.
Whoa, look! Over there!
Pharaoh. But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Telekea.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we get ourselves into?
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed?
Is that the power Alexei was after?
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work, but at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh, thank you. I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.